The Rubik's Cube. It has frustrated people for years. Many have tried to unlock the secret it holds. Few have succeeded. Some cheat by pulling off stickers. The rest, well, they never bothered to try. I'm here to undo that. I'm here to teach you the secrets of a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Hey guys, I'm here with my very first video. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a while now, and well, here I am. For this first video, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Now, I first got a Rubik's Cube past Christmas, and I learned how to solve it then. I got it at my grandmother's house, and on the way home, my dad challenged me to learn how to solve it. And so I did. He gave me $100 for doing so. Talk about some motivation. That's enough for me. Let's get right into solving a Rubik's Cube. For this tutorial, I will be using my YJ Long as my cube. The YJ Long is faster and more vivid than the standard 3x3 Rubik's Cube. The only difference is that red is not red on my YJ Long. Red is equal to pink, and so I will be referring to it as such. Every other side is the same, and the algorithms are the same. Yes, there are indeed algorithms you have to memorize in this method. This is the beginner method, so there are less algorithms there would be in a standard or the more advanced version of it. Before we can begin solving the Rubik's Cube, there are some things you need to know. For example, yellow and white will always be opposites. There will never be a white and yellow piece. Same thing goes for blue and green, and orange and pink. There will never be two of the same colors that are opposite of each other, unless you have a special cube that has different colors on different sides. Then the principle still stands, but will not work the same with the same colors. So, there are a couple more things you need to know. For example, the slogan, quote unquote, of the Rubik's Cube. The notations of the Rubik's Cube that tells you what side to solve. U stands for up. D stands for down. R stands for right. L stands for left. Front, F stands for front. B stands for back. Now, in order to do a counterclockwise spin, the notation is the letter and a little asterisk. Now, a counterclockwise spin would look like, for up prime, counterclockwise, U. D would be counterclockwise, and then back. Left would be L, counterclockwise, L prime. Right would be right, counterclockwise. F would be clockwise, F prime would be back, B prime would be back, and then B would be to get it back in the solved position. Now, that's really all you need to know before you can begin solving a Rubik's Cube. Now, the algorithms will appear somewhere in this vicinity on your screen, right? Like right here, probably. And they will continue to do so throughout the video. Now, let's get on to the best part about Rubik's Cubes, the scramble. Now that our cube is scrambled, we have to choose what side we're going to use while solving. You can choose whatever side you would like, but for me, I like white, and I will be solving the white side first. Now, the first thing you want to do is get the white cross on the top face, which is white, of course. And so you want to look around and see what piece you can slide up easily. You can't slide really any up easily, so what you're going to do is your first algorithm. What you're going to want to do is find the piece. This piece looks too good. So let's put it where it should go. Oh no, it doesn't work. So you have to use the first algorithm. So you want to start it in the bottom, in this corner right here, and then do the following algorithm. Up, left, up prime. Now you have it in the appropriate position, meaning green and green, white and white. Now we are going to continue doing this for the rest of the cube. Let's look around again and try to find the next piece. Here's the next piece. It's blue and white. Let's line it up underneath, put it up, and let's do the proper algorithm, which is up, left, up prime. Let's find the next piece. Pink. Pink's actually in a unique position. You can actually just turn the pink layer up and it will be in the solved position. So let's find this last and final piece. It's directly below it. Perfect. Let's do the algorithm again. Up, left, up prime. There you have it. That is how you solve the white cross. Now we are going to be solving the white corners. Now in order to do that, we need to get these pieces up here. So this piece is actually in the correct position, and all we have to do is get it up here. So let's do this first algorithm. The first algorithm is right prime, down prime, right, down, 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 right prime, down prime, right. So this will be abbreviated to right prime, down prime, right, down, repeat. Just so that way you do that until you get the white on the top. So now let's find the next piece. Here it is. It is pink, green, and white. So let's find the appropriate spot. It is here. Now this is the short one. Right, down, right. You don't even need to do the down prime because it's already up. Stop. You can stop now. So let's put it underneath and let's continue the same algorithm. This is the long one again. So right, down, right prime, down prime, 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 up. Right. So now you can stop because you have the white on the top. Let's go find the final piece, which is here. So let's rotate it around and then do our algorithm. Right prime, down prime, right prime, right, down, right prime, down prime, right prime, down, right prime, down, right. And then there you have it. You have it successfully solved the white layer. Now we will be working on the next part in the next part of this video. In this next part of the video, we will be turning the cube over and working on this second layer right here. Now, what we're going to do is take this piece and align it with the correct position. And now we're going to put it down here. Now, that is not what we're actually going to do because it messes up everything we just did with the white. So in order to do that, we have to do an algorithm. And that algorithm, in order to put it left, down left, would be up prime, left, up, left prime, sorry, up, left, up, front, up prime, F prime. And now it is in the down position. We took this piece and put it here. And so now let's continue to look for the next piece. This piece is what we need, and it needs to go here. Again, unfortunately, it doesn't work. So let's put it back where it belongs, and we'll do this algorithm. Now, in order to go right, the algorithm is slightly different. The algorithm is up, right, up prime, right prime, up prime, F prime, U prime, F prime. And there you have it. Now you have the second piece down out of 4. Let's look around again and find the next piece. Here it is. Again, we can't do this. So we're going to do the same algorithm as the last time we did it. So it's, again, it's up, right, up prime, right prime, up prime, front prime, up, front. And then there you have the next piece. Let's continue on and look for the next and final piece. Here we have a pink and green piece. So let's go back here. Now we're doing the same algorithm as we did last time, and this will refresh your memory of what it was. Up, right, up prime, right prime, up, prime, front, prime, up, and then F. And then there you have it. You have the entire second layer solved. Congratulations! Now, to solve the yellow cross, which is what we'll be doing next, there are one algorithm you have to know how to do. But there are three possible outcomes. One yellow dot, one yellow bar, and one L. And then if you get one of those, you'll get to the cross. Okay, so the algorithm you need to do, they're all the same algorithm. So it's front, up, right, up prime, right prime, front prime. Then you'll get a bar. So you want to make that bar flat, and then do the algorithm again. Front, up, right, up prime, right prime, front prime. Then you'll get the L. You want to make sure the L is actually an L. So let's continue on with the algorithm. Front, up, right, up prime, right prime, front prime. And then there you have a cross. In this particular case, you get 2 extra dots, but we'll worry about that in the next step. This is the most complicated one of the possible outcomes after you solve the cross. The kitty corner dots. Now, in order to solve the kitty corner dots, you're going to have to do the following algorithm in order to set you up to solve it. And that algorithm is right up, right prime up, right U2, right prime. This will give you 2 dots. And then these 2 will be unsolved. But it'll change depending on which orientation the dots were. So sometimes you'll get it like this, or you'll get it like this, which is what we have now. So when you have it like this, you want to make sure the dots are facing you and do the following algorithm. Right, up, right prime, up, right, U2, right prime. Then you'll get a single dot. Whenever you get a single dot, you want to make sure to put in the bottom left position before you do the algorithm. Which, again, the algorithm is right, up, right prime, up, right, U2, right prime. Again, you have a single dot. So let's put that in the bottom left cant. And then we'll do the algorithm again. Right, up, right prime, up, right, U2, right prime. And then you have successfully solved the yellow layer. Here is the other version of the cube you will get while solving it from the kitty corner position, when the dots are on the side. Now, it's the same algorithm again, just, well, different positions. So the algorithm is right, up, right prime, up, right, up twice, down. Right prime. And then you'll get 2 dots. Now you want to take those 2 dots that are on the side, if there's nothing else, and put them in the left hand. So what you want to do is the same algorithm. Right, up, right prime, up, right, U2, right prime. And then there you have the 1 dot. Now we know what to do from here, which is right, up, right, U2, right prime. And then congratulations, you have solved the yellow layer. The next thing you're going to want to do to solve the cube is to look around and see if there are any 2 colors of the same on the same side. In this case, there are none, which is okay, because either way, whether there are 2 colors of the same or not, it's the same algorithm. So just hold the cube wherever you want it, and then do the following algorithm. Right, front, right, B2, right, prime, front prime, right, B2, right, 2. And then you have 2 colors of the same color on one side. What you're going to want to do from here is to take those 2 dots and put them away from you. And then do the following algorithm, which is the same algorithm we just did. Right, front, right, B2, right prime, front prime, right, B2, R2. And then you will have that part of the cube finished. Not the entire cube. We still have one more step to go, which consists of 2 algorithms and 4 different combinations. The final steps are, you want to look at the cube and figure out which way you want to rotate the final pieces. Now, in this case, it is clockwise. Now, the clockwise algorithm is F2, U, right, L prime, F2, right prime, left, U, F2. If this was your case, you have successfully solved the cube. That may not be your case though. There is another case that uses a different algorithm. The next scenario is where you have to go counterclockwise. And so, it's very similar algorithm, but not quite the same. The algorithm is F2, U prime, right, left prime, F2, right prime, left, U, F2. And then you will have solved the cube if this was your particular scenario. There are two more left in which all four sides are scrambled, or all four pieces are scrambled, and we will be handling that next. So, we are at a point now where there are no new algorithms where you have to learn using this method. Now, what you're going to do is if you have two, doesn't matter where they are on the cube, but if you have four pieces scrambled, all four, you're going to do the algorithms twice. So it's F2, U, right, left, F2, right prime, left, U, F2. Turn the cube once, so that way a piece is in the middle, and then do it again. F2, U, right, left prime, F2, right prime, left, up, up, F2. And you will have successfully solved the cube. Now there is one more we will be going over to, just so I can show you what it looks like. This is the final scenario you will get on the Rubik's Cube. So what you're going to do is do the same thing you did in the last section, which is F2, U, right, left prime, F2, right prime, left, up, F2. Adjust, F2, U, right, left prime, F2, right prime, left, U, F2. And there you have it, a successfully solved Rubik's Cube. So now I will be posting all the algorithms I used during this video down in the descriptions below. Now, what I want to do is I want to do one more slow run through, and then I'm going to do a run through at top speed. First, I'm going to do the slower run through without saying the algorithms, but showing you how to do it again. Here's my scrambled Rubik's Cube. So now, I am going to be doing a slow walkthrough of the Rubik's Cube. I am not going to be saying the algorithms again, but I will be actually doing them. And so, you can watch me do an actual solve of Rubik's Cube in slow speed, without having me to do it in slow motion. So I am almost finished solving the second layer. What I'm doing now is I'm being very careful and methodical as I enter the third layer. Okay, so now I have successfully solved the yellow layer. Now, I already saw the headlights out of the corner of my eye. That is a good trick to learn while you're solving. Look for stuff out of the corner of your eye so you don't have to spend time looking for it. That is only if you're going to be into speed solving like I am. And using all the algorithms I taught you in this video, I have solved the Rubik's Cube in about a minute and 20 seconds. So now I will be going at full speed, starting as soon as I start the video, so I can get an approximate time of how long it took me to actually solve the Rubik's Cube going full speed. there you have it. I just solved the Rubik's Cube in 35 seconds. Now that is slightly faster than my average time, but it is still a solid time nonetheless. So, using my method, you can solve it. I just proved you can solve it in around 35 seconds once you have practice. I've been practicing this for nearly a year, and I can get it about 35 seconds using a speed cube. So, not my best time, but still a good time. I wish you all have fun Rubik's Cubing, and I'll see you next time when I do whatever I'm going to do next time. Still haven't figured that out. Have fun speed cubing.